Listen to me carefully, not as someone speaking from imagination, but as someone speaking to your spirit. There are moments in life when money seems blocked, opportunities seem delayed, and effort seems wasted. You work hard, you pray, you try again and again, yet something invisible seems to stand between you and your breakthrough. Many people think it is just luck, economy, or circumstances. But deeper than what the eyes can see, there are spiritual laws that govern flow and blockage. Tonight, I am not here to entertain you. I am here to awaken something within you. Because financial overflow is not just about money. It is about alignment. When your spirit is aligned, your hands prosper. When your heart is aligned, your labor produces results. When your mind is aligned, your decisions attract favor. Look at your life honestly. How many times have you been close to success, yet something happened at the last minute? How many times have doors opened slightly, then suddenly closed? How many times have you felt that you are moving, but not advancing? This is not accidental. This is a sign that something must shift, not outside you first, but within you. The greatest battles of finances are not fought in banks, offices, or markets. They are fought in the unseen realm of thoughts, words, attitudes, and spiritual positioning. Many people pray for money, but they do not understand that money follows direction, wisdom, and spiritual clarity. Overflow is not a coincidence, it is a consequence. Tonight, I want you to listen not with your ears alone, but with your heart. Because what you are about to hear is not theory. It is a spiritual key. And when a key is used correctly, it opens what was once locked. There are 3 prayers, not ordinary prayers, not mechanical words. These are prayers that shake foundations, break limitations, and reposition your destiny. But before you say them, you must understand something. Prayer is not noise. Prayer is alignment. When your words agree with divine purpose, resistance breaks. The first prayer is the prayer of clarity. Many people are poor not because they lack ability, but because they lack direction. They are busy, but not productive. They are active, but not effective. They move, but they move in circles. Financial blockage often begins with mental confusion. When you do not know where you are going, every road looks promising, but leads nowhere. Look at your past. How many wrong decisions cost you money? How many emotional choices drained your resources? How many times did you follow people instead of wisdom? Confusion is expensive. Ignorance is costly. Lack of discernment is dangerous. When clarity comes, waste stops. When clarity comes, focus is born. When clarity comes, your energy is no longer scattered. That is why your first prayer must not be, "Give me money." Your first prayer must be, "Open my eyes." Say it from your heart, not your mouth alone. Speak as someone tired of guessing, tired of confusion, tired of trial and error. You say, "Open my eyes to see what I could not see before. Remove every veil of confusion from my mind. Let me recognize opportunities I have ignored. Let me discern relationships that drain me and relationships that lift me. Let me understand the right direction for my life. Break every cycle of wrong decisions in my destiny. From today, I refuse to walk blindly. I receive clarity in my thoughts, clarity in my choices, clarity in my purpose." When you say this prayer, something shifts inside you. You begin to see differently. You begin to think differently. You begin to choose differently. And when your choices change, your finances change. Many people want a miracle, but they refuse transformation. But listen to me. The greatest miracle is not money appearing suddenly. The greatest miracle is wisdom entering your mind. Because when wisdom enters, money follows naturally. The second prayer is the prayer of release. There are people whose finances are blocked not because they lack skill, but because they are carrying invisible burdens. Guilt, fear, bitterness, unforgiveness, negative words, wrong beliefs. These are spiritual weights. And when your spirit is heavy, your hands become weak. Some of you are tied to past failures. You tried something and it failed. And since then you are afraid to try again. Fear has become your financial prison. Others are tied to family patterns. In your family, everyone struggles. Everyone survives but never thrives. And unconsciously, you have accepted that pattern as normal. Some of you are tied to words spoken over you. Someone once said, "You will never succeed." Someone once said, "People like you cannot become rich." And those words entered your subconscious like seeds. You grew up physically, but those words grew spiritually. Financial blockage is often the result of emotional bondage. You cannot move forward because something inside you is holding you back. That is why your second prayer must be a prayer of release. Do not whisper it. Speak it with authority, because authority is what breaks chains. You say, "I release myself from every past failure. I release myself from every negative word spoken over my life. I break every pattern of poverty and limitation in my family line. I reject fear, shame, and self-doubt. I refuse to be a prisoner of my past. Every invisible chain holding my finances, break now. Every belief that tells me I cannot prosper, leave my mind now. From today, I am free to rise, free to build, free to succeed." When you pray like this, something happens beyond emotion. Your inner world changes. And when your inner world changes, your outer world begins to respond. Listen carefully. Money is attracted to confidence, courage, and vision. But fear repels prosperity. Doubt repels opportunities. Self-hatred repels favor. That is why release is necessary before overflow. The third prayer is the prayer of alignment with purpose. Many people ask for financial overflow, but they have no purpose for it. They want money only for comfort, status, or pride. But wealth without purpose becomes a curse. True overflow comes when your life aligns with a higher reason. Ask yourself honestly, if you receive abundance today, what will you do with it? Will it only change your lifestyle, or will it change lives? Will it only increase your pleasure, or will it increase your impact? Overflow is not given to those who only want to consume. Overflow is entrusted to those who are ready to contribute. When your life becomes a channel, not just a container, flow begins. That is why your third prayer must be a prayer of alignment. You say, "Align my life with a purpose greater than myself. Let my work, my business, my ideas serve something meaningful. Remove selfish ambition from my heart and replace it with vision. Make me a channel of blessing, not just a seeker of comfort. Let my hands produce value. Let my mind create solutions. Let my life attract favor. From today, I align my finances with purpose, my effort with meaning, my success with impact." When you pray this prayer sincerely, your life changes direction. Opportunities begin to find you. Ideas begin to flow to you. People begin to connect with you. Because purpose attracts provision. Now listen to me carefully. These three prayers are not magic formulas. They are spiritual shifts. When clarity comes, confusion leaves. When release happens, bondage breaks. When alignment occurs, overflow begins. But there is something more powerful than prayer: consistency. Many people pray once and give up. They say words today and forget them tomorrow. But transformation happens when prayer becomes a lifestyle, not a moment. Every morning when you wake up, remind your spirit of clarity. Every day when fear tries to return, remind your soul of release. Every time greed tries to dominate your heart, remind yourself of purpose. Financial overflow is not just about sudden money. It is about sustained growth. It is about stability. It is about wisdom. It is about peace. Because what is the use of money if your mind is restless? What is the use of wealth if your heart is empty? Look at people who suddenly became rich without inner transformation. Many of them lost everything. Why? Because their spirit was not ready for what their hands received. Tonight, something is happening to you. Not because of the words alone, but because of the decision you are making inside. The decision to rise above confusion. The decision to break free from limitations. The decision to live with purpose. Do not underestimate this moment. Moments like this separate those who remain stuck from those who move forward. From today, you will no longer see money as your master. You will see it as a tool. You will no longer chase wealth blindly. You will attract it through wisdom. You will no longer beg for opportunities. You will become the opportunity. And when challenges come, because they will come, you will not panic. You will remember clarity. You will remember release. You will remember alignment. Some of you will notice changes in your thinking first. You will become more strategic. Some of you will notice changes in your relationships. Wrong connections will fade. Right connections will appear. Some of you will notice changes in your courage. You will dare to start what you were afraid to start. This is how overflow begins, not with noise, but with inner transformation. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions never come. Start with what you have. Start with what you know. Start with where you are. Because when your spirit is aligned, even small beginnings lead to great outcomes. I want you to understand something deeply. You were not created to struggle endlessly. You were not designed to survive only. You were created to grow, to build, to influence, to contribute. But growth demands responsibility. Overflow demands discipline. Prosperity demands wisdom. From today, let your words change. Stop saying, I am unlucky. Start saying, I am learning. Stop saying, nothing works for me. Start saying, everything is aligning for me. Stop saying, I will always be poor. Start saying, I am rising step by step. Words are not just sounds. Words shape reality. The same mouth that blocks your finances can unlock them. As you leave this moment, do not just feel inspired. Be transformed. Let clarity guide your decisions. Let release heal your emotions. Let alignment direct your ambitions. And one day, you will look back and realize that your overflow did not begin when money entered your account. It began when wisdom entered your mind, courage entered your heart, and purpose entered your life. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is your turning point. Say it within yourself, not as a wish, but as a declaration. I am no longer blocked. I am no longer confused. I am no longer limited. I am aligned. I am released. I am awakened. And when your spirit rises, your finances will follow. There is a mystery that many people never understand. They work hard, they struggle, they sacrifice, they sweat, yet their effort produces little impact. Others seem to move with ease, yet their actions create massive results. The difference is not always intelligence, talent, or luck. The difference is alignment. When effort is not aligned, it becomes exhaustion. When effort is aligned, it becomes impact. Many people are tired not because they are lazy, but because they are moving in the wrong direction with great energy. Energy without direction is wasted power. Direction without alignment is delayed success. Look at your life honestly. How much effort have you invested in things that never produced lasting results? How many hours, days, years have you poured into pursuits that never moved you forward? You were busy, but you were not building. You were active, but you were not advancing. You were trying, but you were not transforming. This is the tragedy of misalignment. When your mind, your heart, your purpose, and your actions are not synchronized, your effort becomes noise instead of impact. Alignment begins inside before it manifests outside. Your thoughts must agree with your purpose. Your emotions must agree with your vision. Your habits must agree with your destiny. Your decisions must agree with your calling. When there is disagreement within you, your life becomes a battlefield. You want success, but you fear responsibility. You desire growth, but you love comfort. You dream of abundance, but you resist discipline. This inner conflict weakens your effort. It is not that you are incapable. It is that you are divided. Many people pray for breakthrough, but they are not aligned with the demands of breakthrough. They want change, but they resist transformation. They want impact, but they avoid alignment. Alignment is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront what you truly want versus what you are willing to do. It exposes the gap between your dreams and your habits. It reveals the contradiction between your words and your actions. When alignment happens, something powerful takes place. Your energy stops leaking. Your focus becomes sharp. Your priorities become clear. Your decisions become intentional. You no longer chase everything that looks attractive. You begin to choose what is meaningful. You stop reacting emotionally and start responding strategically. This is when effort begins to produce impact. Think of a river. When water is scattered across a wide area, it has little power. But when it is channeled into a narrow path, it becomes strong enough to move mountains. Your life is the same. When your energy is scattered across too many directions, it loses force. When your energy is aligned with purpose, it becomes unstoppable. Many people confuse motion with progress. They believe that because they are busy, they are moving forward. But motion without alignment is just movement in circles. Progress happens when movement is aligned with purpose. You can run fast in the wrong direction and still be far from your destination. Alignment is what ensures that every step, even small ones, leads somewhere meaningful. There are people who work harder than everyone around them, yet they remain stagnant. There are others who work less, yet their impact is greater. This is not injustice. This is alignment. When your effort is aligned with the right vision, the right environment, the right timing, and the right mindset, small actions produce big results. Alignment also requires courage, because sometimes the path that aligns with your purpose is not the path that pleases people. Sometimes alignment demands that you disappoint others to remain true to your destiny. Sometimes it requires that you leave familiar environments, break old habits, and challenge inherited beliefs. Misalignment often feels comfortable because it does not demand change. Alignment feels uncomfortable because it forces growth. Many people remain stuck because they are loyal to what no longer serves their future. They stay in places that drain them. They maintain relationships that weaken them. They pursue goals that do not resonate with their inner calling. They follow trends instead of purpose. And then they wonder why their effort produces little impact. Alignment is not about perfection. It is about honesty. It is about asking yourself difficult questions. Why am I doing what I am doing? Does this align with who I am becoming? Does this activity move me closer to my vision or farther from it? Am I working hard or working right? Am I following my purpose or escaping my fears? When alignment begins, your life starts to simplify. You stop overcomplicating decisions. You stop chasing validation. You stop comparing yourself with others. You begin to understand that your journey is unique. Your purpose is specific. Your path is personal. And your impact will be a result of how well you align with that uniqueness. Alignment also affects your relationships. When you are aligned with your purpose, you naturally attract people who resonate with your vision. You also naturally distance yourself from those who oppose your growth. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. Not everyone who walks with you is meant to walk with you forever. Some people are seasons, not destinies. Holding on to them out of fear can sabotage your impact. Your effort becomes impactful when your environment supports your alignment. A seed planted in the wrong soil will struggle no matter how strong it is. Many people are strong seeds in weak soil. They blame themselves for not growing, while the real problem is misalignment of environment. When you align your environment with your purpose, growth becomes natural. Alignment also demands discipline, because purpose without discipline is just a dream. Vision without structure is just imagination. Many people know what they should do, but they lack the discipline to do it consistently. Alignment is not a one-time decision. It is a daily commitment. Every day, you must choose actions that agree with your purpose, not your comfort. Comfort is the enemy of alignment. Comfort tells you to stay where you are. Alignment tells you to move where you are meant to be. Comfort tells you to delay change. Alignment tells you to act now. Comfort tells you to avoid risk. Alignment tells you to embrace growth. Many people sacrifice alignment on the altar of comfort, and then they wonder why their lives lack impact. When your effort is aligned, you begin to notice a shift in your results. You may not become successful overnight, but you begin to see progress. Your actions start to compound. Your decisions start to connect. Your experiences start to make sense. Even your failures become meaningful because they teach you lessons aligned with your purpose. Misaligned effort is frustrating because it produces confusion. Aligned effort is empowering because it produces clarity. When you are aligned, you understand why you are doing what you are doing. You know what to say yes to and what to say no to. You stop wasting time on distractions. You stop investing energy in things that do not matter. Alignment also transforms your identity. When your actions align with your purpose, your confidence grows. You no longer feel lost. You no longer feel inferior. You no longer feel pressured to imitate others. You become grounded in who you are. And when your identity is stable, your impact becomes consistent. Many people chase success without understanding themselves. They follow formulas that work for others without asking whether those formulas align with their nature. They imitate lifestyles without understanding the sacrifices behind them. This is why they burn out quickly. Alignment protects you from burnout because it ensures that your effort is sustainable, not forced. When alignment happens, even challenges become opportunities because you understand that obstacles are not signs to quit, but signals to refine your approach. Misaligned people see obstacles as proof that they are not meant to succeed. Aligned people see obstacles as training grounds for their purpose. Alignment also influences your financial life. Money flows more easily when your work aligns with value creation. When you solve real problems, impact follows. When impact follows, resources follow. Many people chase money directly and ignore alignment. But money is attracted to impact, not desperation. When your effort is aligned with value, people trust you. When people trust you, opportunities multiply. When opportunities multiply, impact expands. This is why alignment is more powerful than ambition. Ambition pushes you forward, but alignment guides you forward. Alignment also requires patience, because purpose unfolds gradually. Many people give up because they expect immediate impact. They want overnight success without long-term alignment. But alignment is a process. It takes time to synchronize your thoughts, habits, relationships, skills, and environment with your purpose. During this process, your effort may seem invisible, but invisibility does not mean insignificance. Seeds grow underground before they appear above ground. When alignment is complete, your effort becomes natural instead of forced. You stop struggling to motivate yourself because your actions resonate with your inner calling. You stop procrastinating because your tasks feel meaningful. You stop feeling empty because your work feels purposeful. Misalignment creates inner resistance. Alignment creates inner harmony. When your mind and heart agree, your actions become powerful. When your desires and values agree, your effort becomes impactful. When your goals and habits agree, your progress becomes inevitable. Alignment also shapes your legacy. People remember those whose lives were aligned with purpose. They do not just remember what they achieved, but why they achieved it. Impact is not measured only by results, but by meaning. When your effort is aligned with meaning, your impact transcends numbers. Many people spend their lives trying to prove something to others. They build careers, businesses, reputations based on external validation. But external validation is unstable. When applause fades, their motivation dies. Alignment frees you from the prison of approval. You stop living for applause and start living for purpose. When you are aligned, criticism does not destroy you. Praise does not intoxicate you. Failure does not stop you. Success does not distract you, because your identity is rooted in purpose, not in outcomes. This stability makes your effort consistent and your impact enduring. Alignment also requires letting go. You cannot align with your future while holding tightly to your past. Some habits must die. Some relationships must end. Some beliefs must be rewritten. Some dreams must be refined. Letting go is painful, but misalignment is more painful in the long run. When you release what no longer aligns with your purpose, you create space for what truly matters. Space for growth, space for creativity, space for impact. Many people are so full of distractions that there is no room for alignment. Alignment is also about integrity. When your actions align with your values, your life becomes coherent. Hypocrisy is a form of misalignment. Saying one thing and doing another weakens your impact. People may hear your words, but they feel your alignment. Authenticity is a product of alignment. When your inner life aligns with your outer life, your presence becomes powerful. People sense clarity in you. They feel stability around you. They trust your direction. This is why aligned individuals often become leaders naturally. Not because they force authority, but because their alignment inspires confidence. Alignment also transforms how you see time. You stop wasting it on trivial pursuits. You stop postponing important decisions. You understand that time is not just something to spend, but something to invest. When your effort is aligned, every moment becomes purposeful. Many people are exhausted because they are trying to live multiple lives at once. They want success without sacrifice, growth without discomfort, impact without responsibility. Alignment forces you to choose. You cannot serve two opposing directions. You cannot chase conflicting goals. You must decide what truly matters. When you decide, alignment begins. When alignment begins, effort gains meaning. When effort gains meaning, impact becomes inevitable. Your life is not lacking effort. It is often lacking alignment. You have energy, but it is scattered. You have talent, but it is misdirected. You have dreams, but they are unfocused. Alignment gathers scattered energy into a single powerful force. When your effort is aligned, even ordinary actions become extraordinary. Small decisions accumulate into major transformations. Daily discipline becomes long-term success. Quiet consistency becomes visible impact. Alignment is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming who you truly are. It is about removing layers of fear, imitation, and distraction that hide your authentic purpose. When your authentic self emerges, your effort becomes natural and your impact becomes genuine. Many people live borrowed lives. They pursue borrowed dreams. They adopt borrowed identities. And then they feel empty even when they achieve success. Alignment reconnects you with your original calling. It reminds you of why you started, not just what you started. When you are aligned, your work becomes expression, not just obligation. Your challenges become lessons, not just burdens. Your journey becomes meaningful, not just busy. Alignment turns effort into impact because it transforms random action into intentional movement. It converts scattered energy into focused power. It transforms ambition into direction. It converts struggle into growth. You may not control every circumstance, but you can control your alignment. You may not change the world overnight, but you can align your actions with your purpose today. You may not see immediate results, but you can ensure that every step you take is meaningful. When alignment becomes your lifestyle, your life stops being a series of accidents and becomes a story of intention. Your effort stops being wasted and starts being invested. Your impact stops being accidental and becomes inevitable. There is a moment in life when you realize that you are tired of being busy without being effective, tired of working without progressing, tired of dreaming without building. That moment is the beginning of alignment. From that moment, you begin to question everything. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I chasing this? Why am I afraid of that? Why am I holding on to this? These questions are not signs of confusion. They are signs of awakening. When awakening meets alignment, transformation begins. When transformation begins, effort becomes purposeful. When effort becomes purposeful, impact becomes visible. Your life is too valuable to be wasted on misalignment. Your energy is too precious to be scattered on distractions. Your potential is too great to be trapped in confusion. Alignment is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Without it, effort is painful and impact is rare. With it, effort is joyful and impact is natural. When your mind aligns with truth, your heart aligns with purpose, your habits align with vision, your relationships align with destiny, your environment aligns with growth, your effort transforms into impact.